Hi, this is Nate Mullen, Lifetime Lighting Systems. I'm here to show you our process of how you bid an outdoor lighting job. It's kind of a different process from the normal, and we just left the homeowner, and we got kind of lucky here. We're going to be the third bid, and he's gotten two other bids, and as usual, one bid was 37 lights, one bid was mid 40, 44, 45 lights, and that includes the front and the back. And we're going to walk around through this property, and you're going to see that it's a fairly sizable yard. And you're going to be shocked about how many lights that it should take. And it's going to be probably, I'm guessing, 150 to 200. And not one homeowner in the United States wants 150 to 200. So we have a very thought out, proven recipe that I personally have been doing for over 30 years. So I look forward to having you walk the property, and I'm going to show you my process. All right, so there's several things that we like to do through our structured process. And we have to understand this. Nobody in the United States, at least for me, I don't think I've ever met anybody in the United States that wants more than 50 lights. They have some mental issue to where if you start talking quantity of fixtures, they think Disneyland, they think Las Vegas, they think overly bright, and they certainly don't want that many fixtures. So it's very difficult to use words to try to convince a homeowner where they already have a preconceived idea. So we have to sit there and change their mindset. And there's only one way to do it, and that's with a demo, and that's what we're going to show you today. Now there's certain things that a homeowner doesn't understand, because when you talk to a homeowner, the first thing they're going to say is, I want safety and security, of course, right? So we give safety and security as a residual effect of lighting up different things in their home, whether it be the trees or the home or the sidewalk, water features, it doesn't really matter. We do it through a reflected light process. So the thing about having quantity of fixtures is we're going to establish different vistas, different destination areas, and we're going to sit there and allow the homeowner to maximize the usability of his space, because it's very one-dimensional right now. They never go into their yard, they never venture from their porch because there's no lights. Without fixtures, without lights, there's no usability of space. So that's really the core of it. Now we're going to walk through the property, and I'm going to kind of show you, right, how we're going to achieve different effects. So for me, I have a list, and I'm very happy to share you my list. And matter of fact, I've just finished my, major revision of an outdoor lighting book, and it has all these type of things in there. But you have to start with visual objectives. So it's like, if you don't have a road map, any road will get you there. So whenever you're going to plan a trip, you have a road map. You know exactly what to do. So in lighting, where am I going to put my fixtures? So I have to have some key identification things, and I call them visual objectives. So I know that when I come up to a property and I'm driving, I need to sit there and anchor these pillars right here to identify this home to the homeowner. So I got to make sure that these pillars are a focal point. So knowing that the pillars are going to be a focal point, I got to downplay the trees. So we're going to come in here, we're going to underlight the canopy of these trees. We're going to come in here and we're going to put lights on the pillars. We're going to highly identify it. We're going to use a grazing technique. We'll sideswipe the junipers. Then as we navigate through the property, I got to lead people to the front door. So the front door is key to me to identify his guests, to be able to lead them to the front door. So I got to make sure that everything on the left and the right of the front door doesn't compete with the front door, okay? But I still need to include everything so it's a cohesive project. So if I look over here, it's pretty nice. Now there fundamentally is no view here. I don't see any chairs. Homeowner doesn't come over here and hang out. So is it a waste of money for me to light? No, because what we're going to do is we're going to grab some chairs later. We're going to come over, we're going to create a sub-scene, and we're going to put some chairs back over under those oak trees back there, and we're going to create another vista, another vantage point, so he can sit there and come out and have a cocktail, smoke a cigar. So yes, we're going to light this up. We'll provide depth back there. We'll focus on the water feature. We'll come over here. We'll kind of duplicate the left-hand side over there. And then of course we're going to light the home up, light the sidewalk up. And when I mean light the home up, we're going to have to go up, put lights in, whether it's on the fascia or in rain gutter. We're going to have to downlight everything. Lighting the house will cast quite a bit of light onto the sidewalk, so it's very safe and secure. And then we'll lead them up to the front door. When we do the front door, we got to worry about different colors. So light only does three things. It reflects, absorbs, and transmits. So if I have a red front door, it's not going to be lit very well. If I have a white garage door, it's going to be highly lit. So I know that in order to lead people to the front door, red's going to be my enemy. So I got to make sure that I provide enough light, right? Because I don't want to compete with my garage door white. So I got to make sure that I remember that and my lights are positioned accordingly. We will then use some things, high area lights I like to call them, 46 or 48, 60-inch high area lights. You would maybe call them a path light. It helps light up surrounding shrubbery and different planters and different things. So this will take what it takes. Right now, I'm guessing probably 60, 70 lights. So let's go navigate through the backyard. So one of the things that we want to make sure that we do is, lighting has the ability to draw someone's attention to a focal point, navigate them down a path, a sidewalk, to a destination area. So I call this process visual direction and our visual transportation. They're kind of one and the same, but they are different. So when we walk around a property, I never want to waste the homeowner's money. So lights have to be very key for me. So every light has a sense and purpose. Now coming down here as I navigate through the side of his yard, it's all utility. As you can see, there's trash cans, and frankly, a bunch of junk on the hill. There's nothing aesthetic here for me to light. So I've told the homeowner, I will tell the homeowner, we're not going to spend any money here. You could put a $25 dust-to-dawn, you could put a $25 motion detector light. There's no reason that I need to waste the homeowner's money here when I want to take his money, right, and I want to use it throughout the yard. So for me, I'm going to go, when I start establishing lighting jobs, which I call lighting portraits, I do it from the viewpoint. So we kind of did it from the front, from the street, viewpoint leading to the front door. I'm going to walk over and I'm going to go to the patio because that's where they're going to hang out the most. So let's follow over and let's go over to the patio. So what we want to do is, you can see they've got a lot of patio furniture out here. So it tells me that they enjoy their yard. So those are clues. If I go out to a homeowner and I don't see chairs or barbecues that are being used, there's no fire in the fire pit, maybe they don't use their backyard, and that can be a true statement. Obviously, usability of space is important. They come out here, they use their backyard. So I want to make sure that I can sit there and get a whole feel and sense of how the property may or may not get used. So, sit down, primary view here, close to the fireplace. This is what I'm going to be looking at more than likely. So I'm going to design fundamentally my viewpoints from this elevation, sitting in a chair. One of the mistakes I see people make is they sit there and they start designing lighting jobs from a 6-foot position and everything changes, right? My sight line's going to change because of these sails above me. Things are going to come into play. So this is where I just decide my lighting. So if I'm sitting here, I see a shed back in the corner. Now, if I brought the homeowner out here and I said, I'm going to light that shed, there is zero chance the homeowner's having me light that shed. So I'm not going to sit there and bring the homeowner through my design process because I'll just get into a fight. I'm going to light that fence back there. No homeowner wants that fence lit. They don't understand the process. So I need to light the fence up. That defines the perimeter. It'll add a soft background. I light the shed up. You'll be totally blown away how good it's going to look. It's going to add kind of a key element back there. Trees are going to give me a vertical element. I'll backlight, side light, a lot of the greenery, provide depth. It's going to look amazing. Over here to my left or right, I've got a fireplace. So the fireplace is going to look super, super cool. Anytime you have rock, stone, stacked stone, brick, we can reveal texture and graze things. So that's going to look totally amazing. We'll put a light over the barbecue on a switch. We'll provide good lighting down from lighting the house. That'll provide a whole rhythm statement throughout the whole property because we're going to light the whole house from the fascia, from the eave, so it's consistent. We'll light up these little perimeter walls. It's going to be, the homeowner's going to be blown away. So when we come over here now and I start looking about how I'm going to light different things, I told you earlier that light only does 3 things. It reacts and transmits and absorbs. So the fence is white. It's going to be highly reflective. I'm going to make sure that my fixtures are about 12 to 16 inches away from the fence. So I'm not concentrating a lot of bright light on the fence, but it's very soft and it provides cohesion between the giant birds. The giant birds will take 3 fixtures apiece. They'll be side lit and backlit. I'll side light everything else. We'll get everything high that we can get in a vertical element, whether it's the trees over there, the flagpole over there, and side and back lighting is the key. So what we're going to do here shortly now is I'm just going to go grab some fixtures and we're going to start placing them. But I think first I want to go back to the front yard because I think we missed the side. Okay, so we came back through the side yard and it's really a continuation, as I said over there. It's all utility. This is utility too. So we really didn't waste really any money down here. We did light up the fence. We picked up the fence all the way from the very corner of the property over there behind the waterfall, dry stream bed actually, all the way to here. So it's very, very consistent, cohesive, defines the perimeter very well. I love lighting fences up. It's really one of my staples and rules. So we lit the fence up there just to provide consistency. This shrub oak right here came into play from obviously coming through the front door. And then over here, we're just going to take, it's a kind of a big open space. We're going to focus on the 3 trees that are over there. We're going to use high area lights just to soften up the ground. Then of course, we're lighting up the wall of this exercise studio, and that'll be consistent with what we did over there on the side of that garage. And then here will just be a bunch of area lights just to soften this up. And again, we got to be careful that this does not compete with the front door and does not compete with over there for the water features and the dry stream bed is. All right, well, we're going to go get to work and we're going to go set some demo lights up so you can see what this effect's going to look like.